How are you guys doing today? Few things. We did have a cold night. It wasn't below freezing though. But it looks like I forgot to water some of my baby tomatoes, and those don't look like they're doing so well. I'll keep them out of direct sun and see if they'll recharge themselves, but we'll see. Hope you guys are doing well. Last week we planted some zucchini and whatnot. Let's see what else I got this week. I did want to get, but yeah, so far it still looks like it's going to be super nice outside. What else do I got in here? You know what I wanted to plant more of? I wanted to plant more of the daikon. Good day. Good day, Jonathan. Did you start any of your seeds yet, Jonathan? I have like so many seeds. I need, and I also want to start some of these cucumber market more. Ooh, so many things that I want to start. Okay, so many things to start, and I don't have any of my things ready. I have a few things that I want to start. Daikon was one of them. I started some earlier in the season, but they didn't survive the winter frost or the winter storm that we had, so I had to replant those. And then here are the pickling cucumbers that I definitely want to plant some of this year. I went ahead and started some snacky ones, so those are good ones. Let me see. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Let's go out in the garden. We're actually going to water a few things. I haven't done my watering today yet. Jonathan, you're saying, I'm doing it when I get home and make a short. Ooh. Okay, exciting, Jonathan. You're going to make a short on it? Let me see. Okay, how exciting. Exciting, Jonathan. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Lisa, I had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for asking. Back at it. I know you're going to ask me about the cherry plum tree. I haven't trimmed that one yet, but I've been trimming my roses. Apparently I have a lot of trees and bushes, and they all take a lot of time. So I haven't, on top of the seed starting thing, so I haven't really been, I haven't gotten to that yet. It is not yet blooming, or it's, the seeds haven't entirely bloomed yet, so I think we're good. Or we still have time is what I'm saying. Here are some pumpkins that I planted from a store-bought pumpkin. So I'm just going to water this little cup here. We did have like a cold frost come through, or I mean, sorry, not frost, but it got down to 35, so a little chilly. Let's see, look at this. Oh, sadly, look at this. This, when I came to check on the container this morning, was really dry. I didn't realize it was dry. So you'll see, even though it wasn't below freezing, my tomatoes still suffered. Sadly. I don't know if they're going to make a recovery. I'll keep it out of sun, but unfortunately I didn't water this well enough, and it was dry, and then it was kind of cold, not below freezing, but this is what will still happen even though it doesn't get frost. Like, it clearly has some damage, unfortunately. Hi, Sunil. Good to see you. Your mammoth sunflower are growing. Okay, exciting, Lisa. I need to plant those. I need to find a spot to plant those, Lisa. Hope everyone else had a great weekend as well. We're just getting through watering here. These are peppers or eggplants. I don't remember. I kind of forgot. I'll know when they start growing and when I need to up-pot them. Right now, I feel like I'm running out of space though. So this is what's happening. We are planting lots of seeds in one pot because we're running out of space. Oh, really, Jonathan? Okay. I also do want to start some sunflowers. I have some mammoth seeds that I've actually had for a while. Let's see what's going on here. These are some wildflower purple. Yeah, okay, something's growing in there. You guys can see. Oh, I said that I needed, yeah. I'm going to have to do this again because guys can't really see in there. But these are the 2013 wildflowers and purple poppy. So some of the seeds bloomed in there. That's exciting. We'll see what those are. And then we're gonna water here. What's this? These are the various bush beans. Oh, zucchini. Zucchini's in here. Oh, has it been too dry? Let's see. What's this? This is chives, I think. What's this one? Is this also? Are they all zucchini? What was this one? This one is, oh, yellow star. Oh, this is bell pepper in here. Let's see. Bell pepper. Let me see. Are these sprouted in here? Oh yeah, these were the ones that were already, I must have already sprouted them. Sprouted them. Okay, what's this one? Some of these are supposed to be zucchini. Oops. I'm using my gray water again. This is from yesterday night. What was this one? This one is, I know green beans don't like being transplanted well, but I don't really have another option. I don't know where I want to plant them yet. So that's why I'm keeping it like this. Sunil, yeah, it's about lunch hour right now. Lisa, you're saying I woke up today with the same, what? Here's some corn that I planted in here. You can see it's like right below there. Again, I'm breaking all the rules. Not really. The corn doesn't like to be transplanted, but I want to at least sprout them and want to use as little dirt as possible. So we'll see if this will work. The strawberries, let's see. I mean, I see something coming up in the strawberry thing. Again, I don't know if it's strawberries or not. Is algae in here? I'm going to give it a water. I'm going to give this one a water. This one a water. Give it a water. I don't know if these Colorado blue, these are also those wildflowers I started. I don't know if these are going to give me anything. I can see the seeds still on the top of the surface, unfortunately. No activity yet. Maybe I need to keep it better watered because this is a smaller container. Maybe I need to keep it more moist. That's probably what it is. And then here we got this one. This also has something growing. These are the strawberries. That doesn't look like a strawberry to you though, does it? It doesn't look like a strawberry. These are not. Anyway, we'll keep growing and see what happens. I started some more strawberries because I recently bought some and I put them in the ground, or I put them directly on the ground, so we'll see how those do. Okay, we got these watered. These are watered. These are good. What else we got? This one. This is also going to be watered too. Ooh. These are, this is celery right here that I've got. Baby celeries. What's this one? Something sprouted there. Oh, maybe these were the zucchinis. More celery. Zucchini. Zucchini. I have zucchini and yellow squash, so one of these should be it. Let's see this one. Is this one in here? How's this one looking? I keep telling myself that when the seeds come up, I'll recognize them, but I gotta stay on top of my watering here. Hi, Gary. Oh no, Lisa. Oh no, get better. Oh no. Lots of rest. That's what I do. Lots of rest. Gary, how are all your tomatoes? We're just watering over here today. Oh no, I don't think that purple cabbage is gonna make it. Whoops. I did my best. And I forgot what this was. This was like Brussels sprouts? What's this one? This one's like Swiss chard or something? I forgot what this one was. Cilantro. This one's cilantro right here. And this one. Oh, kohlrabi, I think. That's what this one is. All right, done watering this one too. Okay, bush beans. We got the bush beans next. Okay, the bush beans are coming up. I know bush beans don't like being planted, but I gotta make the most out of my space here, and I don't really know where I want to plant them in the ground yet. So that's why they're here. I kind of forgot what I planted is what. What was this one? This one is like definitely some pepper or eggplant. What was it? Oh, this one's yellow store pepper. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely coming up. Exciting. Okay, what else we got here? So many things to start. I'm getting okay. Here's another one. Just too many containers. It's getting a little overwhelming. Woo! And then I forget what these were. These were green onions, it looks like, or chives, one of the two. Oh, what's this one? Oh, thankfully this one's scallions. Okay, nice. Scallions or green onions, also known as green onions. This one must be a carrot. And this one's like a Brussels sprout right here. Oh, parsley. This is definitely not parsley. Oh, there's one parsley though. Oh, I planted parsley and something else in here. Perfect. Well, well, well. Gary, you guys are gonna get down to 31? No way. It was 35 this morning. It was 35 this morning, so it was cold but not too cold. It was cold but not too cold. 35. I'm surprised that you guys are getting a light frost. We did not get one. I don't know if we're getting one. I should check. I don't think so. I think we already had our 2 cold days, and it's gonna get warm and windy. It's gonna be 81 degrees. I don't know about you guys. This 81 degrees on Wednesday is what it's saying. That's rather warm. The cilantro is doing really well though. I really need to harvest it. I hope it still tastes as good. Look at how large those leaves are. Cilantro is doing really well in here. And I think I also have some carrot in here as well. There's like some dill. Lots of stuff going on in here. Let me finish watering these. These are the bush bean, or the beans that I started from seed. Beans started from seed. Okay, which one's this one? Beans I started from seed. There's kidney bean, there's navy bean, and then there's a black bean in here as well. All right. Is that one a little I did like, oh, that one's like slightly damaged. I didn't, 35, you know, wasn't that cold, but I must not have watered well. So that's why they're looking like this. Okay. Let me check on the actual seedlings and the soil blocks. Napa cabbages, we did end up harvesting 2 of them, right? So those are, and then got a few more to go. Here's how it's looking, in case anyone's curious. I left one to go to seed, so this is the one that I'm letting go to seed. This is the one I'm letting go to seed. Here's the other one that I have, the one that's forming a head, still a soft head. But yeah, then here are the 2 that I harvested last week. I ended up planting some dill that I already had sprouted in here, so hopefully those fill in nicely. This is a raspberry cane, huh? Yeah, let's look at the beets. Exciting, Lisa. Lisa, I forget, did you grow yours from seed? Did you grow yours from seed? Because I remember you also said you tried to grow something from beet tops. But that will only give you like the beet. Yep, beet's here. I feel like the beet is still kind of small, but it's fine. It needs all of this, and then hopefully we'll start to grow well. I do have some other beets that I've sprouted as well, though. This is the bigger one. That's the smaller one. I've been growing these beets for like a really long time now. This is that carrot that's still here. Let's see, that carrot that's still here. Let's see. How are we doing in here? Okay, I see a root. I need those carrot tops to get a lot bigger though, so I can know that my carrots are going to be ready. Yay, Gary, your potatoes are growing well. I covered them with leaves. Excellent, Gary. You know what? I did not, Gary. I hope they're fine. But like I said, it supposedly only got down to 35. Here's the spinach. I think it's time for, they're finally big, you guys. Now I have large enough spinach. Remember, like a month ago, they were like still like this big. But yeah, now we got a sizable spinach harvest. So these spinach are doing well. How exciting, Lisa, you started containers. Jonathan, you enjoyed the green, exciting, Jonathan. Okay, yeah, we can go look at the green onions. You say, Gary, you're saying I cover my tomatoes in buckets and water jars. Okay, oh no, oh, okay, good. Okay, good, Gary. Yeah, the cilantro is doing really well. I have seen Bunny, Lisa. Bunny is fat and well fed. I can tell. Do you guys remember I said I was gonna line my walkways with the bulbing onions? Well, those are filling and coming in nicely. Here's that one strawberry plant that I've kept alive. It's doing well. Got some new leaves in there. And here are more of the bulbing onions. See how tall they're getting? They're filling in really nicely. What else I got? Let's go see what else do I got here? The garlic's growing really well. Here are more of those Napa cabbages that I've like haphazardly covered with the netting. This one's closing. I might be able to get ahead from this one. Oh, but maybe I should cover it some more. I see some of those inside leaves are getting nibbled on. Okay, here we are. Let's put this one in here. I still have yet to actually prepare my Napa cabbage yet. It's been busy, and on the weekend I did not get a chance to wash them, so they're just still sitting in the fridge right now. Uneaten. I should probably prepare it soon though. Snow peas are doing really well. I already showed you guys these last week though. They're still doing well. I should probably pick off the tips. I'll do that. There's just not a whole lot of greens though. Okay, let me see how oh no, the potato plants. Oh no, they didn't like it yesterday. You know, we didn't have like a hard frost, so it only got down to 35, but no, they're definitely damaged. Uh-oh. Oh no, you guys, it was just looking so good yesterday. I didn't think I had to protect them because it was only 35 degrees. Okay, well, I think I have some more that are still coming up, so we'll wait on those to come up. But oh, those definitely got freezer burned. Uh-oh. You can get a frost anything under 38 degrees. Oh, I didn't realize that, Gary. No, I didn't eat my harvest yet, Lisa. But no. Uh-oh. Yeah, those didn't make it. Well, I'm sure I have some other ones that are coming up, so didn't think about that. Gary, thank you for making me aware. I didn't realize that, but I mean, clearly I see damage, so clearly, yeah. Didn't realize that. Oh no, this is another section where it was like the potato was already starting to come up. Ah, darn it. Didn't think about that. This one looks like it might be okay. It got some damage, but not the entire top. Didn't realize that. Well, now I know. Didn't think about that. Yeah, so these definitely went through frost damage. I have some more though that are coming up, so I think we'll be okay. Even if I lost those initial ones. Like this one's still okay. This one's looking good. It's a little bit more covered, so this one is coming up but looking good. I will be mindful of that, Gary. Didn't know, but now I know. Oh, so much for these. So Gary, do you know what will happen? What will happen if the tops die back? Will the potato grow again? Okay, good to know, Gary. Yeah. Too bad though. They were growing so well. They were growing so well. I'll know for next time though. Everything else looks okay though. Like I told you, tomato seedlings look like they suffered, but to Gary's point, I did have, they weren't entirely exposed, but they also weren't, I don't know, protected. I didn't think about protecting them either. Anyway, okay, well now I know. These are, the bok choy is starting to go to flower, this one here. And this one's starting to go to flower too. Probably harvest some of the leaves a little bit. And that'll be it. What else is going on? There's this new thing that I'm trying where once I put down my seedlings, I've been trying to cover them like this. Where I like put, so is there anything alive in here? Well, there was something that was alive. What was it? Okay, this one's empty now. I guess I can plant something new. You guys know that I like to try and take my little baby micro soil blocks and just plant them directly in the ground. That way I don't have to care as much about managing their uppotting. So like this one. So like the new thing that I'm trying is just trying to use containers like these to cover and have a little greenhouse in place. So we'll see how those work. I just started it last week. I'm also hoping that it'll protect from critters eating away at my little seedlings before they've had a chance to get big. Because that's actually been one of my biggest challenges. The seedlings being eaten away before we even get any growth. So these are, again, soil blocked ones that I am just trying to put in the ground. That way I don't have to worry about uppotting as much. Especially if it's a large plant, a plant that's going to grow large. I think this one here is Brussels sprouts. So trying this and seeing what happens. It doesn't always work because sometimes the culprit is underground. So it's like the pill bugs and whatnot. But at least this gives me better assurance that that at least there aren't other critters that are eating away at it. Like what was this? What was this in here? Was there anything in here? Okay, yeah, whatever was in here is no longer here anymore, unfortunately. Okay, what about this one? Yep, something's still alive. They think that's a broccoli. Keep that there. But yep. See how this goes. I also have some, my dad, as you know, I've given him some seedlings, and in return he's given me some of the things that he's been growing. So he gave me 3 more. Oh no, see, this one got damaged. Oh yeah, didn't think about protecting it. Napa cabbage, baby. I don't know, I think the growing center will be okay. Those leaves are not though. This other one though is good. This one was good though. This one looks okay. Yeah, didn't think about that. But yeah, below 38 can definitely have frost. Here's my section where I'm growing a lot of my kitchen scraps. We'll also take a look at the green onions in a second. But here where I'm growing my kitchen scraps, I have like lettuce. Lettuce looks good. This is romaine lettuce from the kitchen scraps. And then I have, what else? What else is in here? Yeah, that's a celery right there. I haven't harvested from it though, so obviously everything takes a while. What was this? This one is a Korean radish top. I'm obviously not regrowing the radish itself, but I am regrowing the seeds, or I want to get the seeds from it. Hopefully it'll get me seeds. I've seen this before where I have been able to grow seeds from a carrot top, like without the actual carrot below. So that'll be exciting if I can get those seeds. What else I got in here? Yeah. I had a few other things in here. Okay, it was like a bok choy. I don't think those made it. All right, anyway. So the reason why I cover with leaves is mainly when I move them from the fridge environment to here, it's like transplanting and it's a lot more sun than they were in the dark fridge. So initially I covered it with leaves and haven't removed it since. It's also working as a mulch, so that's what's doing there. Jeff, oh awesome, exciting. Good to see you, Jeff. My French radishes, yeah, Lisa, those ended up getting all eaten up. It's okay, I'm starting another round. Hello, Incian. Yay, exciting, Jeff. But yeah, so those were some of the kitchen scraps. Oh, there's the other section of kitchen scraps, though. Okay, now I feel like I have to do a video. I don't feel like most people know that frost can happen after under 38. Didn't think about that. Thank you so much for letting me know, Gary. I'm so glad you're here to help inform the rest of us. But yeah, now I feel like I need to do a video about that. Okay. Here are the green onions that I planted in the video. So those are doing well. Those, but these are in general frost tolerant. So no surprise that they're still alive and doing well. Exciting. Exciting. Green onions doing well here. It is, Jeff. It got kind of cold. It was like 35. And, oh, okay. My dad gave me some tomatoes. And they look like they did okay here. I just left them like this all night. They were just in this box, exposed. But the tomatoes he gave me look good, though. These did well, probably because they're well hydrated. And so they look unaffected by that frost that you can see on some of the other plants. Frost damage on some of the other plants. Jeff, you're asking, do you plant peas or green beans? I do both. Jeff. Jeff, I do both. I do both peas as well as beans. What else did I need to worry about? Okay, I think that was it. Yeah. Do we got everything? I think so. I did need to water some more of these. Let me get my water real quick. The gray water that I have, because I am going to water the lettuces, the baby lettuces. Lettuces we already knew were frost tolerant though, and these have been here for a while. They're just finally growing big. I planted them in here as soil blocks, so they're finally growing bigger. I had a beautiful one in a pot, and I guess the rat discovered it because in a night it disappeared. It was a beautiful one. It was like this big, like 3 times the size of this. Anyway, so here's my little lettuce section here. I'm glad these are staying alive because I feel like I've already refilled this area 3 times now with soil blocks, and every time they keep disappearing. So thankfully, these are still alive and making it. We're always starting seedlings, of course. Lisa, no watermelon yet. I should probably start those soon. It does feel like it's, yeah, I know Gary and I are always talking about it, but it feels like frost is done, like at least light frost, or a hard frost is definitely done. Yay, Jeff. There are so many different types of tomatoes. Honestly, it's a little overwhelming. Jonathan, you're asking about snowboarding. No, I haven't, but there are a lot of places I haven't been. Frost also does not form under anything, such as a porch or an evergreen. Anything cover the plant will protect as long as it's not plastic. Okay, good to know, Gary. I enjoy cooking with, ooh, yummy, yummy, Jeff. Carrots, yummy. I have bulbing onions growing. I have carrots growing. I also have turnips growing. And I have parsnips growing for the first time. Rutabaga. Haven't grown that before. Great question, Jeff. It probably does. But for me, I don't, it's actually my neighbor's, tree, because I don't have an oak tree on my side, but my neighbor does, and I collect all of their leaves. I'm not really picky. I'm just watering here this section where I've got some tomatoes as well as peppers planted in here. I'm just starting to run out of space, and so I'm planting all of them just in containers. At least the ones that I feel like I can afford to plant closely together. All of my containers, of course, have holes at the bottom, so they drain well. Sunil, I will in a little bit. Thank you for reminding me. Soil, yeah. Yep, I understood that. It probably does, which you, good to know. I'm glad you shared that with me, because what do I need that's acidic? Blueberries like acidic soil, right? So I will use that to my advantage. I will use that knowledge to my advantage. But mostly I use them to cover, and then also mostly I use it to cover the soil and then in my compost as well. Here are some of the, I moved some of the peppers into here and just watering them. These are from paper towel method, so you can tell I left them in the paper towel a little too long because they're a little yellow. That's fine. I'm gonna keep them a little bit more shaded for now. And then this in here, I've got corn. I'm like genuinely running out of containers. And because I don't even know, I don't want to commit to in ground yet either. I don't know where I'm gonna plant a lot of stuff. What was this? This is something's growing here. What was this? What's this one? Is it a pepper? Okay, we'll put it in here. I've definitely got corn in here as well, though. That's what this is. I have my... Oh, is this guy still alive? These are my cucumbers. These are snacking cucumbers that I've gotten here, though. Oh, hello. How'd you get trapped in there? These are my snacking cucumbers that I have in here. Finally sprouting. It looks like I got a tomato trapped in there, too. And, yeah. Okay. What else I got in here? These are pretty moist. I don't think I'm going to need to water this. What were these? These were... Oh! These were the... What did I put? 220... Oh, French breakfast radishes. Nice. I planted more French breakfast radishes. It's still pretty moist in here as well. Okay. We'll leave this as is. Gary, you're saying leaves do not affect the pH much. Lowering pH in alkaline soil is hard to do. Okay, good to know. Divine Soul, good to see you, Gautam. Hello. Yeah, blueberries. Yep. Raspberries too. Oh, okay. Good to know. I need to make more black gold. Yes, more black gold, Lisa. Yep. Jeff, you say, up here I use hay, alpha hay, grass and timothy, one bill. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely pulling up all the grass that I already have, and I'm using that in my compost. And Jonathan, you were thinking about putting my garden next to a tree and forgot. That's funny. Well, you might need, a lot of the garden vegetables have shallow roots though. So as long as it's not like if it's a big tree, I think it'll be okay. Good to see you, Gautam. So do I, Jeff. I gotta plant some pickling cucumbers. That's what I was saying at the start of the call. I mean, live. Hi, Bluebonnet. Good to see you. We are just, I'm doing some watering here. We did have, I didn't know this, Bluebonnet, but below 38, you could still get frost, and that is definitely what I witnessed this morning. This morning it got down to 35, and I noticed there were frost damage kind of throughout my garden, specifically on the baby plants. So yes, Gary is informing us that, are also known as Grow Your Own Food. He's making us aware that below 38, you can still get frost, and I definitely witnessed it here. Ooh, cabbage and stews. I like that, Jeff. Yummy. No, I have them growing outside, Jeff. I have them also growing. I have a garden section. Let me go see if I can show it. No, I have like the green onions. I have parsley that I have growing out here. I have dill out here. I have, what else? Parsley, dill, oregano. I have oregano in the back. I have mint in the back as well. I don't grow them in the front. But yes. Jonathan, hang on. Let me set this down. I feel like the tree is okay. I feel like the tree is okay, especially if it doesn't take away too much sunlight. There are some plants that do need shade, especially, well, in Atlanta, it gets kind of warm too, right? In Texas, I'll say it gets very, very, very warm. So I would say like 100 degrees. And it is helpful to have some sort of afternoon shade. It is beneficial to have some afternoon shade. In Atlanta, I know it gets warm, maybe not as warm as Texas. So maybe you have less of a worry, but in general, I feel like any western side afternoon shade is a good idea. So if you can arrange it for western side afternoon shade, I think that would be beneficial. In like this tree that I have here, I definitely, it's on the west side. So I definitely still plant stuff. I mean, of course, right now it also doesn't have any leaves, and it won't typically fill in with leaves until May. It's the last tree of all the trees kind of that I see in my neighborhood to fill in. So I love that. And it's also the first to drop leaves, which I also love about that. I don't know if you can pick that, but those are some things to think about. You obviously want to maximize your springtime sun, especially early spring when it's not too hot. You want shade in the hottest part of summer, ideally on the west side, because that's when it gets super hot, right? But then you also want as much of light as possible in fall when temperatures are cooler, and for those of us in like 8 and whatnot, there's potential for us to grow again in the fall. I have to pick this up because it's like really bright. Lisa, we cook both Taiwanese and just American or global food, but mostly American and global. I mean, I grew up here, so I like have my roots, but yeah, don't feel as authentic. Yes, Bluebonnet, I'll show you some of the damage that we saw. Do you think that, okay. That's good to know you, yep. Jeff, I do try to grow mostly everything outside just because, well, one, I have the space, right? And typically in winter, we have a lot of things that, like the gardens are typically empty. So I think that's the main reason why I've been trying to winter garden. I want to try and make the most use out of the space that we already have outside. And let me see, Bluebonnet. So like my Napa cabbages were fine because those were frost tolerant. But my dad gave me some bluebonnets that were, there's a fly in my hand. Not bluebonnets. He gave me some Napa cabbage seedlings. And look, they had a little bit of frost damage. This one. He also had them in a greenhouse, so I think it's just probable that I didn't give them enough chance to adapt. Not all of them were affected though. Here's the other one. He gave me 3 Napa cabbage seedlings. It's just this one that looks mostly damaged. What else? What other damage did I see? It's mostly this and then my tomatoes. Oh, we can look at the herb section. Jeff, you're saying my niece lives in Houston. She says it gets really, yeah, it does get very hot in the summer. how exciting, Jeff. Yes, Austin is the capital and it's very fun in Texas here. Very fun place to visit. Let's see what else I got here. Those look good. Oh, Jeff, you were asking about the herb garden. All right, here I have some parsley that I planted here. It's still so tiny. I wish it were bigger. But here's what we're working with. What is this? Another parsley here. I can't wait because parsley grows. I mean, it's going to be big at some point. It's just so small right now. But here's parsley in this section. The thyme is, of course, doing well. I have like a sage back there. And then I had some rosemary, but I don't think it made it. I'll have to get another cutting. A lot of peppers in Texas. That's true, Gary. Yeah, good point. Okay, cover under 40 degrees. Okay, good to know. Yeah, because sometimes the actual temperature when you wake up in the morning is not what is actually forecasted. Okay, good tip, Gary. Good tip. Yeah, not too bad. Most of the other plants that I've been kind of growing throughout are going to be fine. A lot of them were frost tolerant anyway. And then what else we got here? And then I had a lot of my seedlings, right? But most of them were protected anyway, so I think they're okay. It's this one though. This one I had covered, but I guess I didn't cover it well, not to mention, it's okay. We'll start. I had this Roma tomato looks okay. I don't know if those are gonna make it. That one looks okay too. So maybe 2 of these are alive. It's fine. I have more tomatoes I'm growing as well. It's good. Right? Jeff, don't you love that sign? I love it too. It does get windy, yes. It's going to get very windy tomorrow. We have a warm front coming in, so it will get very windy. Yes. It's just not windy at the moment. Here are my peas, Jeff, you were asking. The peas you were asking about. These are snow peas. I also have other peas in the other section. Something keeps eating it though, and I suspect it's the bunny. Anyway. All right. I'm probably going to pick the tips off of these. Should I do it now? Well, I want to be able to record it though. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. We're just going to pluck some of these here. All right. We're just going to harvest some of these. There's not a whole lot, so we're going to harvest this. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. All right, can you guys even see? We're gonna harvest some of these here. These are just snow pea leaves, and like I'm just listening for like a pop. This is really awkward. Can you guys? I can't even see if you guys can see. All right, so I'm listening for a pop, like pops like this, and then if it's tender, it'll have that pop. And then these are what you can then just stir fry in some garlic. Very, very, very tender. And I think I could do the same thing with my, so what this means is I'm not going to have winter snow peas. It has to regrow the tendrils again. But this is incredibly tasty. So some of them, if you let them grow a little bit too long, they'll be a little bit tougher. Those are less ideal. But here I am just picking off the tips so that you can do like a light stir fry. Yay, more. And more. I just use like my pinky, my thumb to pinch it off. And this will, of course, also encourage branching, right? Branching anyway, so it's not a bad thing. It's kind of like trimming your peas. Except you're actually going to eat the tips here instead of just tossing it or whatever one might do, or composting it. And I have this other plant here that I'm just going to pick off of. We're just going to harvest this. I have this one. Let me see if you guys have any questions. Farmers market. How exciting is Chicago? Do you grow potatoes? I do, Jeff. I have some growing. Oh, bluebonnet. That was the other vegetable that showed damage. I had some beautiful potato plants coming up, and not all of them, but 80% of them show frost damage. It's okay though. I'm gonna plant. I have more potatoes that are kind of coming up on their own time, so they'll be okay. And as Gary reminds me, they'll just regrow from the bottom, so we'll be okay. Okay. So I'm just harvesting some of these tips. I can already tell some of them are starting to get a little bit more fibrous. So if you're gonna do this, do it earlier than later. Yes, this in particular is winter snow peas. These are specifically winter snow peas. Or, sorry, snow peas rather than, snow peas rather than sweet peas. And we're just harvesting them. I've only got like 2 really big plants, but that's fine. Hopefully, like with this, it'll encourage branching and I'll get more. It does mean I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer for the next batch, for the actual snow peas. But the beauty of this is you can eat the greens as well as the actual fruits. Let me see. There we go. Let's see, snow peas. I'm trying to harvest it clean. Let me see. Let me turn this around. Yeah, stir fry, yep. Hang on. Let me show you. Let's go here. Oh, my celery plant is doing well in the shade over here. It'll be my first time growing celery. Yeah, that one's like a little too tough. Not gonna bother pulling that. I think I already plucked most of them. See, I picked up all the tips. That's what they're gonna look like, and they'll just regrow. Oh, this one, maybe. Okay, so you got a little handful here. Done. I wonder if sugar snap peas will taste the same. I don't know. I'll have to wait until they grow out and then tell you guys, because right now the bunny is eating them to the ground. I'm gonna put this inside. I'll put this inside when we're wrapping up here in the next 5 minutes. And then I'll do my little basket harvest. We're actually starting to harvest some things. That's exciting. Seed addict, yeah, I can't wait. Well, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer since I just harvested some of the tendrils, but it's okay. The harvesting of tendrils should also make it encourage it to branch. Blue on it, right? Jeff, you're saying celery is popular for, yep, yes. It's called the Holy Trinity, right? Wait, maybe that was bell peppers. A little harvest. Yeah, I had more snow peas, but I lost some of them in the winter, Texas winter storm. I'm just glad we got 2. They're looking really good though, because they've been growing for so long already. Yummy. Okay, yeah. What were you saying, Gary? I'm growing some purple potatoes this year. Purple inside it. How exciting, Gary. I look forward to hear. I mean, I hear you. Actually, what is the flavor like? I remember I was talking to someone last year and they were like, the flavor is different. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm excited to hear what you think, Gary. Of course, I'm out here pulling up grass. Okay. Jeff, you're saying, do you grow potato? Okay, yeah, exciting. Gary, you're saying it is hard to put on frost cloth when the wind is blowing. Yep, may have that problem today, although the wind gets calmer later. Okay, good to know. I hope it goes smoothly. Yeah, I would agree. It's a lot harder to set up stuff. So we got us a little harvest today. Look how tender they are. Can you imagine why the rabbits also love these? Oh, and I see the tendrils have clung onto some mulch here. So we're just gonna remove that. I don't want to eat mulch. I don't know that most people want to eat mulch. Thank you, Carrie. I mean, Jeff. I think there's one particular bunny that's very fat. I don't know, maybe it's female and maybe it's pregnant. Yep, they can eat a lot, Gary. But you know what I noticed? I noticed that the bunnies really like dandelions. So I'm leaving dandelions all over the garden in hopes that maybe the bunny will focus on eating those and not my actual vegetables. There's one in particular, and I feel like it's the same one. It's in the backyard, it's in the front yard. It's everywhere. All right, here are the other Napa cabbages in case. Oh, Jeff, I didn't get to show you these yet, but these are Chinese cabbages. Or I mean, you've probably also seen them as well. We did harvest 2 of them last week because they were starting to bolt or go to flower. This one looks like, my hands are full now. This one in particular looks like it's going to actually give me a proper head, which I'm really excited about. Let me move this. I'm probably gonna wrap after this. This one's giving me a head, which is really exciting. It's starting to get full in there. This is what it's looking like. Starting to all close in, so that's a nice tight head. And then I oops, sorry, muted. Seed addict, I heard that, oh yeah, that's right. Stay warm, seed addict. Although, that's right, I do remember hearing about people getting a winter storm. All right, we got these up here. Oops. 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 How could you, let's see what you're saying. Oh, now I can see. Jeff, you're saying you could give your rabbit name Bugs Bunny. Love it. Yes, I also love kimchi as well. I'm not Korean, but it's just something that I learned to love. I love that you can pickle it. That's one of my favorite things because there's not a whole lot you have to do. You just take the raw vegetable, you make the paste for it, and then you let it sit. And yeah, I'm excited to do kimchi in particular with it. Thank you, Jeff. I was muted. Jonathan, thank you for letting me know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap, but I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a good one. Have a great week, and we'll catch you guys soon at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays. Napa cabbage. Isn't it, Jonathan? I'm so excited. I will do a video, Bluebonnet. I will. A lot of things to do. I've been pruning the fruit trees because that takes a while, and I'm actually actively cutting away at the limbs, so I'm like having to process, okay, should I cut this one or this one? I'm not done pruning yet. That's actually why I've been posting so much about that. Okay, everybody. Jeff, you're saying there's a spring-fed river up here where we... How cool, Jeff! We don't really have those in Texas. We don't have a lot of water running around. It's pretty dry down here. You always bring us... Oh my gosh, Jeff, how amazing that is. How amazing, Jeff. Okay, everybody, see you guys soon. Lisa, take care. See y'all soon. Bye.